mother legacy. Legacy means 一做这物件安尼，然后做安尼接心做了。So how
it feel?
How it continue to continue her legacy 啦，咁樣 continue 伊個工啦，就伊 work 伊 art 啦。
So I feel 講伊個工咧是無人做了啦，係嘛？So I feel 講無做本是拍生咯，and then continue look with all the workers, they are also trying their best. And before my mother passed away, she wants her legacy to be continued until the end of the world lah. this type of 有一個 strong feeling that 伊講特別 continue 伊 legacy 咯。
So the mother is Kim lah, famous Kim Kebaya. So when did she open up her shop?
She have a shop. She started a shop to Kelantan.
Oh.
Where she was born in Kelantan.
Right.
Raised and born in Kelantan, a small town called Kolaprai.
Kolaprai, okay.
And then mother 做起來這個。
Oh.
So Auntie Kim 嘅 mother 咧是Kogeksim Madam Kogeksim. Before World War II 伊做了我grandmother. So mother 啦
your grandmother.
Kogeksim 做嘅了for all the royal family.
Oh, Malay style lah.
Tailoring, Guciahua. Those days Malay and Chinese about the same
yes.
fashion.
Yeah.
And then grandmother bought from the British the sewing machine. You know those days they brought into Singapore. So grandmother ki Singapore ki all the basic. And then from there, he got design. And then from then on, he designed each of her royalty. And then when mother took over, when mother got interested, she started doing when she was 7. Mother job. Then 7, then World War II, right? And then she stopped for 3 years. After that, we continue. So it
Suddenly, this passion came up, right? The calling.
Beginning is a forced.
You're forced to do it.
I'm forced to do it. If not, my mother did mention before her last breath, if I'm not going to continue, she's not going to die. If I fake it off, if I'm not continuing her legacy, she will become a ghost and come to me. But eventually, when I take it out, it's finite. You know, the passion, the love, it's there.
And then you found out that you could actually sew.
Yes, it's in me.
You remembered how to do it all, right?
Yes. Just by one glance, I know what's going on.
Wow, it's amazing.
I never knew that.
You see, that's called osmosis. Osmosis of your mother's talent and her passion. Because from you being there, you just like absorbed it all without you actually knowing it, right? Your mother was sewing till she was very old, right?
Kind of like the last breath.
Really? She was sewing until then?
She did not sew, but she instructed you what she wants.
Okay.
Even on her bed, she will tell you, this one is what color, this one what design. Bring all the kebaya in. This is for who, which customer.
So what is the most challenging thing that you find now?
Working with the workers.
Staff, right?
Yes.
And then they are not as fussy as you are, and the standards are not so precise, or you can't find people to do them, or what is it?
I can't find any young generation who is really interested.
That is a problem,
this art.
right?
From my mother's time, even for me, I teach. As long as they want to learn, I will teach.
I think that I don't understand why the young people these days don't want to take up traditional craft. It's a problem.
Yes.
It's a real problem in every industry.
Yes.
And of all the papa schemes that they've done, on wood carving, on the beading, it's a lot of things that they've taught. There's been 1 or 2 that are actually making a living out of it. It's actually 1 or 2 people. So I think it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to how to attract people, because I think that there is people can make a good living from this, right?
Yes.
They make a really good living from this. So I think that's something that people don't know. the public or the young people don't know that you can make a good living out of these skills if you're interested in it. That's number one, because they still think that kebayas are like 100 ringgit each, rather than 1,000 or several thousands. So maybe that's what we should, aim to do next time. Next time we should aim at educating the public about, maybe do interviews with young people or even with older people about sewers, about actually what can they make per month out of this skill. Then they'll be attracted to it, you see. There are graduates who are, on the mainland. I know we've interviewed a lot of people who are earning not much more than the minimum wage. We interview a lot of people, so we know. There are graduates with university education earning 1,200 to 1,500 a month. Doing very, very mindless jobs. So, I think it's very important that we get people to be interested in this.
I have taught in countries like Indonesia and Japan. The Japanese are very, very good students.
Well, it's part of their whole culture, right? Embroidery.
Not only that, they have a lot of patience in doing any type of handicraft.
Look home is a school, I think.
So we did the Kebaya competition in 2 years ago.
Yes.
18 months ago, 2016. Yes, 2016. And fortunately, I decided that I would become the judge rather than you, because you were too diplomatically correct in not choosing your own kebayas. I didn't even factor that in when you chose the other kebayas, and I said, my God, Ian, what's happened to your taste?
Okay.
So I didn't even cross my mind. So I said, no, I think I got to choose. So it didn't cross my mind that the people who would have been chosen to win were the ones who were wearing your kebayas until on that day, when I chose the winners, and the 2 out of the 3 were wearing your kebaya. So it's amazing that you are so subtle and so diplomatically correct, in choosing the winners. Tell me, so we're going to do it again next year, right? For 1st of January, and this time we're going to run it for over a whole 12 months for people wearing the kebaya competition. We still have people walking in dressed in their kebayas in 2017 asking, now we want our photographs taken for the competition, but we decided that we would not do it this year and then continue it in 2018. So it was a very popular campaign that we're doing. We'll launch the posters, and then we will make sure that people dress up in their kebaya to go to dine at Kebaya. So it's Kebaya competition at Kebaya restaurant, so at Kebaya dining room. So hopefully, we will get this interest to come back into wearing kebayas. A lot of people say they don't even know where to wear kebayas too, because people who've never worn it before feel a bit awkward. But then you say women love the attention.
Yes.
So it's like you wearing, I suppose, I don't know, a kimono or a sari, right? You just feel a bit awkward if you're not used to wearing it, right?
This is a very strong cultural costume that would really present your body, the atmosphere, your personality.
I think the thing that came through was that, what does the kebaya mean to you? I mean, when we asked around those women who were part of the competition, and they said that it made them feel part of a tribe. It's very important that people want to feel part of a group or part of a unique culture. So I think that this is one of the things that people can identify with. So I think that it's very important that all Peranakans out there, or all young and old, to continue to wear your kebaya, to feel that, to identify yourself as a member of the tribe. Okay, thanks, Ian.
Thank you very much.
Okay.